Good afternoon and welcome to Knights Stadium here at the barn for this USA South Conference final between the Southern Virginia University Knights and the Merideth College Angels. I'm Adam Peterson, and joined with me in the booth today is Laree Wood, now recently married. Excited to have her and her expertise and insights for this matchup. Laree, welcome, and can you give us some keys for today's game?
Yeah, Adam, so some main keys for the Knights. One of them is they need to work on getting off to a better start than they did the first two games when they played the Angels. Southern Virginia always has an awesome crowd, so they make sure that they're feeding off of the energy that comes from the crowd, and then limit their service errors, just some minor mistakes that are things that they can control. If they do those things, they should have a pretty successful game. Then for the Angels, being in the barn at Southern Virginia, they need to work on creating their own energy and then maintain their composure as it gets pretty loud in here. And they need to limit the production from Pinkston and Hopkins, which is two of the main hitters from Southern Virginia.
And the Knights get off to a hot start there. Good serve by Warnick. And then Clyde goes off the block, out of play for the Knights' first point. And you made a good point there. This is the third matchup between these two teams. They did split the season series. Knights won the first one, and the Angels did take the second one. And they get a point there with a great shot by number 2, Rangel, the freshman from Wilmington, North Carolina. And back to serve for the Angels will be Sarah Dees, who hits it into the net. Dees, a freshman from Greenville, North Carolina. This team for the Angels, very senior and freshman heavy. 5 seniors, one of those being a grad student, and 9 freshmen. 2 sophomores and a junior for the Angels, as Pinkston's back to serve for the Knights. Bump set for Hopkins. Warnick feeds Hopkins again. Goes high. Out of play, and give the serve back to the Angels. Bailey Lucas now, the senior. One of those 5 seniors for the Angels that were all a part of the 2018 team that did win the USA South Conference tournament and went on to the NCAA tournament. So lots of experience, and that will definitely help them out through today's match. As Hopkins finds the net again. And that's one of the things that you mentioned, Laree. Throwing Hopkins and Pinkston off their game early on, and they've been able to do that.
Yeah, the Angels have been serving pretty tough, which has been making it difficult to get a good set out to Hopkins.
Great dig there by Steiger. Warnick feeds Pinkston, back row. Great hit there by the Angels. That was Bowman, one of those seniors. Angels are going to get another point. And again, it comes off of a good serve, as you mentioned. Really hasn't been one of their strengths coming into this match. 1.9 aces per set, which is below the Knights, who continue to lead the conference with 2.74. Steiger still in first as well, with 0.69 aces per set. And a good timeout, don't you think, Larry, from the Knights and the Bakers, Coach Debbie Baker and John Baker for the Knights. And what do you think they're telling their team in the huddle right now?
I'm sure they're talking about maintaining their composure. We said that was going to be key for the Angels, but this is a pretty spread out team. We have some experienced players, we have some young players, and no matter what, this is the first time show up for the conference championship for the Knights. So there's definitely going to be some butterflies that they're going to have to work through.
Yeah, that's a good point. Knights making their first conference tournament championship in program history, and that does bring some added emotion into this game. That's definitely something to watch, and one of those keys is getting off to a hot start for the Knights, and the Angels have been able to do that. We'll see if they can keep that going. Still Bailey Lucas at the service line, and again, Hopkin finds the net. And we'll see a sub. Julia Monson will check in for her sister. And Sydney will take a seat next to Coach Baker, who I'm sure is giving her a couple pointers. This time they go the opposite, Brenna Clyde. Again, a strong swing for the Angels. Warnick unable to handle that. And the Angels' lead is stretched to 6 now. Again, Knights having struggles. That was Pinkston that time on the serve receive, and then the Barn causing some issues for the Knights here in their home stadium. Good swing by Clyde. Angels able to deal with it. And again, another kill.
We can notice that the Angels are pretty balanced as far as their offense goes. So if the Knights want to get some momentum, they're going to have to work really hard to make it difficult for the Angels to get the ball to any of their hitters, really.
Yeah, that's a good point. Bowman right now, Avery Bowman, the senior, leading the Angels with 3 kills. And that's just what the Knights needed there. Ball goes long, out of play. Get the Knights a point, and Steiger, the Knights' leading server, on the service line. Great dig there by Pinkston. And Monson goes off the block in a position that we really haven't seen her in quite some time. Really been coming in as a service specialist, really. Kind of had to switch her role this year and really done great.
Yeah, it seems to be a good sister duo.
Angels try to go quick. Pinkston from the back row rolls that one and gets it to drop there at the back line. Knights stringing together a few points back to back. Trying to claw their way back into this one. Steiger still back at the service line for the Knights. And that's an ace. huge ace for Steiger, who kind of struggled yesterday at the service line, which we really haven't seen all year from her. Kind of figured it out later on in the match, but her service is going to be huge today if the Knights want to make their first NCAA tournament appearance. And that one's long. Good recognition by Steiger. And now we'll have a timeout for the Angels after the Knights get 5 points in a row to bring the deficit within 3. And really, Larry, it was the service of Steiger that kind of got them back into it. Also, Monson checking in a little earlier than she normally would have. Gets a huge hit off the block of the Angels out of play, gets her team a point. And how do you think that her having a little more experience coming in will kind of settle her sister down?
I think it'll help her sister to see someone else do it and remember that she can do it too. And I don't know their relationship personally, but from what I've seen, it seems like it's pretty good. And so if her sister can give her that confidence, I'm sure she'll come back in the game swinging away like she usually does.
Yeah, and we know the Bakers are, the coaching staff for the Knights are going to continue to allow not only Sydney Hopkin, but every player to continue to swing. That's how you get out of a slump, is continuing to swing, and we know she can do it. 9th in the conference right now with 2.72 kills per set. So we know she'll find her way into this match as Steiger serves for the Knights and is going to get another ace.
Seems like she's figured it out since last night.
This time the Angels are able to get the ball in play, and a big hit there.
Yeah, it's interesting, though, as you see, when they are able to keep them out of system to where the setter can't set any of the 3 hitters, they have a lot harder time getting the ball back. So if we can keep our serves tough and aggressive, I think the Knights have a good shot.
Yeah, the team, the Angels, this is, leading the conference as they get another point. Pinkston unable to handle that serve. Coming into this one, Angels leading the conference in hitting percentage, hitting .231. Bissett leading the conference, hitting .421 on the year. Have not said her name yet, and now we get to. That was her on the block right there. I think she was there with Bolton, was it? Yeah, Bissett and Bolton combining on that block. Barris hits the net, giving the serve back to the Angels. Lauren Phillips, the grad student, back to serve. Steiger pointed to her teammate Barris there, thanking her for her tip. Barris knew that one was going long.
That's good, because I think Steiger would have gone for it without knowing. So communication is key, especially in that back row.
Yeah, and that was something that the Knights kind of struggled with yesterday that we really haven't seen in quite some time, as Monson sends her serve long as well, which is one of those keys that you talked about, limiting those service errors. But yesterday in the semifinal matchup, quite a few balls that 3 players were surrounding and no one knew who to hit it or who was going to hit it or who was going to go for it. Yeah. Just not a lot of communication, as you mentioned, which is key. Pinkston gets her first real swing. Warnick will send that one into the corner. Free ball for the Knights. Again, a great take by Barris. Blocked there by Pinkston. Good opportunity here for the Knights. Pinkston will just tip it over. And we talked about this last night where Pinkston just demands so much respect from opposing teams that you're not going to see them creep up. And if she's going to tip that over the block, it's going to be tough for someone to get there.
That's exactly right. It requires a whole defensive adjustment to be able to guard her in all of the aspects that she can attack.
There's a great cross-court swing that finds the line for the Angels, gives them the serve again. It's Jablinski, sophomore from Apex, North Carolina, back to serve. This time Courtney swings. Looks like just mishit it a little bit. Goes out. Warnick goes back to Pinkston, that time off the block. Kind of like following your shot in basketball there, able to get her own rebound of sorts, and gets the point for the Knights. Clyde will check back in. Is Warnick back to serve for the Knights. Angels go quick. Good hustle there from Warnick to keep that one up. And Pinkston again here on this near side misses the court. D's back to serve for the Angels. Good job there by the Knights, able to keep that one up. Is a free ball. Angels go quick. Tip. Monson with the pancake. Great swing there by Rangel. And Coach Debbie Baker calls a timeout as the Angels have stretched their lead to 6. And Rangel coming into this one, not even in the top 5 on her team in kills or kills per set, and she's really had a great start. 3 kills, only 1 error, hitting 400 right now. Tied for the lead in kills with her teammate Avery Bowman.
It's a good place to be at the end of the first set, or nearing the end of the first set.
Yeah, and we talked about the Knights last time out, and this time Angels obviously have a 6-point lead here, nearing the end of this first set. What do you think the coaching staff is telling the Angels over there?
I think the coaching staff for the Angels is telling them to keep the momentum, keep serving aggressive, keep the Knights out of system, because that's what seems to be working. They're having a hard time staying in their offensive system, which is allowing the Angels to go on these long runs.
Yeah, both teams really struggling when they're out of system, and really that's come from good serves from both these teams.
Exactly.
Again, free ball sent over from Monson. Pinkston with the swing off the block of Bissett, and she'll head back to serve. And Hopkin checks back in, see if that extended break was able to help her and calm her down a little bit. Knights could really use her right now.
Definitely.
Quick set there for the Angels. Steiger with the dig, and right off the bat, Knights feed Hopkin. Clyde blocked, but able to get it back over. Karchner with the block. Looked like they were thinking that an Angels player touched that one.
It almost looked like it touched her right as she was diving out of the way. The down ref didn't see a touch. The line judges didn't see a touch.
Yeah, and the down ref definitely has a better view than we do up here. And another ace as Steiger unable to handle that serve from Bailey Lucas. Lucas goes cross court this time. Burrow's able to get a hand on that one.
That's a dump most defenses don't pick up from Warnick.
And Hopkin is fired up after that one. As Jelaine will check in for the Knights, who played a great game last night. Steiger back to serve. And she was the one that kind of got the Knights rolling when they were down at the beginning of the set, unable to do so after a good hit there by Rangel again. Puts her up to 4 kills. And the Angels within 4 points of taking this first set, with Emily Emerson, the freshman from Tobaccoville, North Carolina, back to serve. Off the tape. And that was the best swing from Clyde that we've seen so far here in this first set. Got a lot of power behind that one.
Yeah, she made a good adjustment. It was a little outside, but her footwork was very good. She got there and got a lot of power behind it.
Barris checks into the game to serve for the Knights. Again, a great dig by her. Pinkston from the back row off the tape. Great swing. That was Whitney Bolton there. Lauren Phillips, libero back to serve for the Angels. Great pass by Steiger. And an even better block there. That was Avery Bowman, the senior. Warnick will serve Pinkston from the back row. Gets it over the block. Great recognition again by Steiger. Didn't point to Barris that time, but Barris might have been calling that one out as well.
Yeah, I think that one was definitely some instinctive court awareness at this point, and then you can kind of hear the Knights team talking, the team on the bench talking to the team on the court too about the balls that are in and out.
And that's Monson's second service that has gone long. And that's not what you want to see if you're a Knights fan. I'm sure she'll figure that out.
Definitely.
But 2 easy points for the Angels there, and now they're at their first match point, or set point, excuse me. A little bit of luck there. I don't think Warnick got a touch on that. She tried to put it back in the court.
I'm not sure if her finger touched that at all.
Somehow does drop in for the Knights. Mallory Rath. who had a great game serving yesterday as well. No touch there off the tape. Point for the Knights.
This being the championship game, you'd hope that both teams put up a good fight. It looks like the Knights aren't going to give easy into this set.
And that's just what they need, though. Rath with an ace, getting a little help from the barn. But I'm sure they'll take any help they can get, as we'll have a timeout here from the Angels as the Knights pull within 5, but still a tall task here to come back, with the Angels only needing 1 point to take this first set. And as a player, what is kind of going through your head when you know that the other team only needs 1 point? You got to get at least 5 to extend it. Well, what's kind of going through your head as a player there?
As a player, you're wanting to simplify everything that you're doing and just focus on the next play, not even necessarily next point, but one play at a time, and keep all of your movements and your thoughts simple. It makes the game much easier, and it's easier to maintain composure when it gets to this part in the set.
Yeah, that's a great point. And I think actually the Scots of Covenant did that very well last night. Mm-hmm. They a couple times were in positions like this or down early, and really just focusing 1 point at a time, as you mentioned, even one play at a time, owning that moment. And Mallory Rath gets another chance to do that here as she'll serve for the Knights.
Rath has always had a consistent serve, so I think it's a good thing that she's on the back line right now. Yep.
Wonderful one there as you said. Her sisters there on the sideline cheering her on, on their feet, on the sideline there. Pulls the Knights within 4, giving them some hope here. And Pinkston able to get her hands on it, but not able to force it on to the other side of the court. Falls on the Knights' side and gives the Angels that point that they were looking for, and they take the first set. And as you mentioned, this being the conference tournament championship game, we knew it would be a good one. It's going to be tight. The other 2 matches between these teams were tight as well. We do want to take a minute to recognize the members that were awarded some all-conference accolades. We'll start with the Knights. First, Taryn Karchner getting recognition for the all-sportsmanship team. Emma Steiger elected to the East second team. Both these teams are a part of the East Division in the USA South. Ellie Warnick, first team in the East and also first team all-conference. Sydney Hopkins, second team in the East and also Rookie of the Year. Courtney Pinkston, first team in the East, first team in the conference, and Player of the Year. So congratulations to her and all the other Knights as well. And for the Angels, Bailey Lucas on the all-sportsmanship team. The senior from Hillsborough, North Carolina. Lauren Phillips, second team in the East Division. Avery Bowman, first team in the East Division. Whitney Bolton, first team in the East Division. And Lauren Bissett, first team in the East Division and also first team all-conference. So special congratulations to all of those players for their hard work during this season. And looking at that first set, the Angels with 11 kills, only 4 errors, hitting 194, compared to the Knights, 10 kills, 7 errors, hitting 83. Really a big difference there. Other than that, everything pretty similar. That's the only stat that kind of jumps out, is that big discrepancy in the hitting percentage. What can the Knights do to flip that switch here in this second set?
We talked about it before, but it always starts with a pass coming off the serve, and when that pass is not in system and it gets our offense out of system, we're struggling to not only put the ball down but to keep the ball in play. So this set, I think one of their keys is to focus on getting a good first contact off the serve.
Yeah, and that's kind of for both teams, that really when the team got out of system, whether that's the Angels or the Knights, they really struggled. And we'll see if they can fix that here in the second set. As Jablonski back to serve. Jablonski, back to serve for the Angels. And right off the bat, struggles with the serve receive for the Knights. Monson finds Warnick, who gets Peterson involved. First involvement for her. Gets the kill. And Rath will check back in to serve again for the Knights.
I don't think this is their usual rotation for when they start the game, but with the momentum that Rath was able to bring at the end of the first set, I think it's a smart move to start this set in the same rotation.
That's a great point, Larry, as Pinkston goes off the block. And that one hits the tape. And another ace for Rath. That's her third ace already. Steiger with 2. Up to 5 now for the Knights. And that one just long. Jablonski almost went for that one. Looked like she got a little help from her teammates as well. Dees serving for the Angels. Warner goes with the slide to Karchner. Pinkston goes cross court, which we don't see her do very often, take the angle that far. Seen her go to the corner a lot, goes line a lot, but that's usually reserved for Brenna Clyde to cut it across the court like that, but it worked out for Pinkston, and she gets the Knights another point. Free ball sent over. Karchner with the tip. And Bowman just unable to get under it. Good serve there from Warnick. Quick set. Angels go down the line there from Haley Long, junior from Roxborough, North Carolina. There was a lot behind that one.
Yeah, she really wanted that one, that's for sure.
Warnick finds Clyde. Hitting outside this time. With the kill there. Haley Long for the Angels is second on the team in both kills per set and total kills, averaging 2.34 kills per set. Definitely someone to watch out for. Already has 3 kills so far. And that was Clyde's 4th kill on that last point, hitting 500. Emily Emerson at the service line for the Angels. Maybe some blood.
Probably. It looks like it's on her knee. That's typically where you see blood on a volleyball court.
The ref stopped play. Bowman went over to see the trainer, but she's quickly back on the court, ready to go. All smiles. Again, go to Clyde. That time, the block from Bissett. Bissett leading her team in blocks per set with .83. That's good for 4th in the conference. This time the block goes out of play. That swing was from Sydney Hopkin. Steiger will be back to serve. And Peterson is checked in. Good serve there from Steiger. The Angels feed Bolton off the block out of play. Really back and forth second set here so far. As Phillips will send that one over for the Angels. This time they'll go back row to Pinkston, who finds the line there. What a swing from the back row. See if that swing can kind of get the Knights fired up.
I would love to see Peterson fed more in the front row after the momentum and the game she had last night. I think she would be a good tool for the Knights to utilize in this set.
And Bowman splits the block there, able to find the floor for her 4th kill. Hitting 800. Team continues to continue to hit well. 222 for the Angels. And just as you mentioned, Warnick feeds Peterson, and it causes all sorts of trouble for the Angels. Yeah, she really did have a great game last night. As Monson's back to serve for the Knights. Yeah, looking at Peterson's stats from last night, 9 kills, only 3 errors, hitting .316. Bright spot for the Knights yesterday, looking to continue that momentum. Jablonski serving for the Angels. Again, following her shot there after Pinkston was blocked. Able to just swipe that one down and find the floor. Still not able to really get above this 2-point lead this whole set. Angels have been able to hang in there. And again, they're able to do that with a powerful swing. That was Haley Long on that one. Monson struggles with that serve receive, and that's ace for D's and the Angels. And just like that, it's all tied up. Go with the slide there. Pinkston didn't quite get the contact she wanted on that one. Sails on her a little bit. And the Angels take the lead here in the second set. Zornick will just send that one over. Angels have an opportunity, but that one goes into the net. That was Rangel, the freshman, on that one. Warnick back to serve for the Knights. That one rolled over the block there. Great swing there from Clyde, but even better dig. And a wonderful block by Karchner. I believe that's the first block for Karchner.
I think in this game you don't have time to take any plays off. So on that one, the Angels, they hit the ball and they were ready to play defense, but they weren't ready for that block.
And Pinkston in great position there. Knew what the Angels wanted to do, just unable to get her arms extended over the net there. Falls down on her side. And going back to Karchner, coming in 5th in the conference in total blocks, 85 on the year, and 3rd in blocks per set with .90. The team is also in 3rd after that monster game in blocks on Tuesday in that quarterfinal matchup. And a lot of those blocks did come from Taryn. Pinkston set to serve this one for the Knights. Good serve there. A miscommunication there from the Angels. Really the first time we've seen them struggle with that communication. And we'll get a timeout called as the Knights have a 2-point lead about halfway through this second set. And really, difference has been the hitting. That first set for the Knights, hitting 83, hitting 350 here in this second set. 9 kills, only 2 errors.
They've done a lot better job this set of having even more aggressive serves and keeping the Angels out of their system, which allows them to stay in system and get all those kills.
Yeah, and the Angels continue to hit well here in the second set as well. 7 kills, only 3 errors, hitting 222. Hitting 204 so far in the match, while the Knights are hitting 179. been a pretty clean game so far. Not a lot of errors, hitting or serving errors. We've seen the serve-receive struggle a little bit for both teams. That's why we've had a good number of aces for both teams.
Yep.
And you mentioned that coming into this game is who's going to be able to stay in system, who's going to be able to have those better passes, and that will cause them to hit better, and the Angels have an opportunity to do so, and they take advantage, and that was Rangel finding the gap in the Knights' defense. Block just wasn't able to get quite far over enough. And this will be Emily Emerson back into serve for the Angels. Back set for Warnick, finds Clyde. A lot of power behind that one.
That was a good reverse flow by Warnick. She was running to the left side of the court, and you could see the blockers on the Angels following her. She set it to the other side where they just weren't ready and couldn't get there fast enough.
Yeah, and Warnick is so good at that, switching the play, really keeping the defense off balance at all times. Always got to be on your toes with her. That was Clyde's 5th kill. This time she'll feed Peterson. Big swing there from Bolton. Goes a little long. Looks like
They're calling a net violation on the Knights, so the point is going to the Angels on this one.
I'm going to be honest, I wasn't paying attention to the net there, so I didn't really see. But we'll trust the refs there, and the Knights will get the point back anywhere there from Clyde. Another big swing there from her. And just as she's kind of heating up, she's checked out for Barris to come in and serve for her. Angels with the quick set there, and that was Dees, the freshman middle. They've had quite a bit of success with those quick sets. It just doesn't allow the block for the Knights to get set up.
And they do a good job of working the angles on the court, too. A lot of teams you see on those quick sets will just hit straight down the middle, and if the block's going to get up, that's where they're going to be. But the Angels do a good job of hitting around that block.
Great job by Warnick there, able to get up, block that one. And then the hit goes into the net from Dees there. And Monson's back to serve. See if she can get her first serve in the court this time, and she is able to do that. Causes some troubles for the Angels, and that's Peterson winning the joust there, showing off that athleticism. As the crowd's starting to get fired up here in Knights Arena. There's a good serve, but great hustle there from the libero. A little bit of a miss hit there from Peterson, but does find the court. Good block by Warnick. And Dees unable to handle it. And again, it goes back to what you mentioned before. You cannot take any plays off, and that's the second time that the Angels just really haven't been ready for the block. And causes them to lose a point, and they'll have to take a timeout as they're down 4 now, 19-15 here in the second set. And looking at the team comparison, stats have definitely evened out here. Attacks within 1 from the two teams. Kills the same, 22 for the Knights, 21 for the Angels. Airs also within 1, 9 for the Knights and 8 for the Angels. 203 hitting percentage for the Angels, 206 for the Knights.
Wow.
Really even, about as even as I've seen all season here for the Knights in any of their games. And we knew this coming into this one. It's a conference tourney final. Both teams are going to be ready to go. And we saw it in the 2 games in the regular season as well. What do you think is going to make the difference to allow one team, whether that's the Knights or the Angels, to come out on top?
I think at this point, we've said it many times before, but it's going to come down to the serve and the serve receive. Whoever can dominate those portions of the game, I think will end up on top.
And Monson is back to serve for the Knights, who really does have a deadly serve. He's kind of struggled early on. That's a great dig from Steiger. Bump set from Monson, finds Pinkston. Great block there. That was Haley Long and Sarah Dees for the Angels. And a huge one. Comes at a crucial time there.
Definitely.
Really tough when you have that 5-point deficit with a team only needing 5 points to take the set. Totally different set here now. Pinkston with the swing there. Looks like they're going to call in the net.
Mm-hmm. This time on the Angels.
And Rath back to serve again for the Knights. See if she can continue her serving dominance that she's had so far in this match. That one just long. I believe that was Jablonski, who really was even unsure there, not quite sure, but stepped away from it, confident in her decision, and she was rewarded there as that one goes just a little long.
Yeah, at this point, those are hard to let go because you never know.
That one off the hands of Long, out of play. As Clyde will come back in, who before she checked out had 2 consecutive kills. Warnick with the serve for the Knights. Again, the Angels go quick there. Pinkston rolls it over the block. A little smirk from her there. And that's her 11th kill on the day, hitting .292. Violation there. I believe it was a double.
A double touch from the setter. Yeah, that double and the net violation, those are some pretty big mistakes to be making at this point in the set.
In what's been a really clean game so far, haven't seen many of those, as we see another mistake there, this time for the Knights, as Warnick sends that one long. But you're right, those 2 points could end up being crucial for the Angels, as the Knights only needed 2 to take this second set. This time, Pinkston from the outside, back set from Warnick. Another kill, her 12th on the day, and she'll be back to serve for the first set point. Taking her time on this one. A lot of dip on that one. Angels go quick. Good recognition there.
And you could see Warnick going to that corner in the front right of the court where She previously picked up some of those dumps. Went just over her head, though. That was a good play.
And you mentioned it before, that court awareness from the Angels, really finding those gaps in the Knights' defense. And they've been doing that all year, leading the conference in hitting percentage, and they're about right on line there. What a play by Warnick. Warnick just has a knack for getting those set points. She likes getting the last point.
She does.
And the Knights will take this second set. And we will take a break here along with the teams and join you in a few minutes for the third set. Welcome back to Knights Broadcasting and this USA South Conference Women's Volleyball Conference Final between the Southern Virginia University Knights and the Merideth College Angels. I'm Adam Peterson, and here with me is Laurie Wood. And we've had a fun first two sets, Laurie, that have been split between the Angels and Knights. And here in this third set, almost like starting from scratch here. You know you got to get 2 out of the 3 if you want to take the conference championship. And Monson is back to serve. And the serve and serve receive are going to be crucial. Again, as you've mentioned throughout this one, there's a good dig by Steiger. As Barris will just send that one long. Again, quick, but no touch and just out of play there. Little fortunate there for the Knights because Monson wasn't going to be able to get there to cover that one. It was a great hit, just a little wide.
Yeah, she's working those angles like both of the middles like to do on the Angels.
Free ball sent over for the Angels. That block stays in. That was Haley Long. gets the block on Courtney Pinkston. Dees back to serve. A little unorthodox swing from Peterson, who wasn't able to get a good approach. Got some power behind it still. Tip there from Bissett. That one goes out of play. Dees serve there goes just long. Barris knew it right away. Lets that one go. It looks like the Knights are back to their normal rotation. Again, a beautiful serve there from Rath.
Rath comes in. Her job is to come in and serve, and she's been doing a very good job at that.
Yeah, that was her fourth and now fifth ace. Getting a little help from the tape there. Love to see it. This time the Angels are able to deal with the serve, but Karchner with a block there. Again gets her hands on that one. Warnick goes wide to Pinkston. Just long on that one. Making the right reads though. Finding the holes in the defense, just unable to execute on that one.
Yeah, I think on those sharp angle attacks by Pinkston, she's really trying to make it go off the hands of the blockers. Which is hard to do. She's really close.
Karchner again gets her hands on that one. This time Pinkston will just tip it over. Karchner gets her hand on another swing. And this time she'll tip it over. Again with the block. This time Warnick just sends that one to the corner. Smart play.
Very smart. With all of the touches and the blocks from Karchner, you could see the defense start creeping in to pick all of those up, which left that deep court wide open.
And now she'll be back to serve for the Knights. Quick there from the Angels, but Warnick deals with it. And there Pinkston gets another kill. This time she did go off the block here on this near side. Goes line with it, and that will cause the Angels to take an early timeout here in this third set. And again, the difference has been the serve. This time, not necessarily the serve receive for either team, but just pure aces and two for Mallory Rath. And I'm sure that's a point of emphasis in the Angels huddle right now, as they'll want to limit that momentum coming from those serves.
Yeah, there are two parts of volleyball that really are big momentum and confidence shifters, either positively or negative, and that's an ace and a block. And the Knights are doing a really good job at both of those right now. So if the Angels want to get back in this game, they're going to have to make some changes.
That's a good point, Lurie. And really, it's been a game where we haven't seen too many blocks. Just 4 for Merideth and 3 for the Knights. But Karchner, especially here in this third set, getting her hands on everything.
Yeah, she's doing a good job of covering the entire net.
It is Warnick still back to serve. Tip. Great tip there.
Yeah, she was able to see the hole in the middle of the court.
It almost looked like Warnick was getting set up to make the set. That's really tough playing in the back row as a setter, as you know, more than most.
Yeah, and it looks like she was there ready to pick up the tip in the front right corner of the court, which is where a lot of them have been. The Angels are doing a good job of seeing that hole in the middle, though.
As they get another point here. And Emerson back to serve. A lot of swerve on that one. Steiger able to deal with it. And a good swing by Clyde again. Puts her up to 7 kills on the day. I think 462. Pinks tried to get that one dipping. Didn't dip quite as much as she would like. Just out of play. Now it will be Phillips serving for the Angels. Warnick again goes to Clyde. And that's a great swing.
That's a really...
Bolton.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Larry.
That's a really tough set to swing at in general, and be able to hit the empty spot on the court like that was really impressive.
Warnick goes to Pinkston in the back row. Looked like it might have been going long, and it looked like Emerson just really was unsure if she should go for it, but she had already started moving her body, and she was in the air, so she really didn't have a choice. And that gives the Knights a point and gives them their 1-point lead. Steiger with the serve. Warnick feeds Hopkin there. Well, I'm sure we'll see get going here soon. That one just long for Bolton, the senior there. Yeah, Sydney Hopkins still with just 2 kills and 5 errors. And a beautiful quick set and swing from Brenna Clyde.
That play was so much faster than anything that's been run so far in the game that I don't even know if there was a person there to block her, even if they would have jumped.
Yeah, and Clyde's really stepped up. Really had a great freshman season, but especially today with Hopkin having the struggles that she's having right now. And that's a good swing there from the Angels. Kill from Bowman. Her 7th, still no errors, hitting 500. And Jelaine able to find the court. And that's her 4th kill on the night. Sadie Barris will head back to the service line for the Knights. Knights just have to send a free ball over. Quick set. Hopkin with a swing there. Angels able to get a touch on it. And it was in the air for what seemed like quite some time, but really the other Angel defenders were so far back, closer to the line, that no one was able to get there.
Yeah, everyone was on their heels waiting for the hard hit to come. Their block just got a little bit on it that slowed it down too much for anyone to be able to get there.
And we talked about that with Pinkston, but really all three hitters for the Knights, Clyde, Pinkston, and Hopkin, just have so much power that it really is tough. You really have to be on your toes at all times. And the Angels will call another timeout as they're down 4 here.
That'll be an interesting move as this as the set keeps going. I believe this is their second timeout of this set, correct?
I believe so.
And the score being 8-12 with the Knights ahead. There's a lot of game left in this set to play.
Yeah, we can't quite see the scorers table at the angle we have up here to really know. I believe that is what the down ref just signaled, that they have used their 2 timeouts.
Yes.
So you were right. Not quite sure what happened there from Warnick, but either way, Knight's able to get a point. Warnick finds Hopkin.
Seems like she's starting to heat things back up again.
Yeah, and that's going to be a problem for the Angels if Pinkston and Clyde and Peterson are able to continue to hit as well as they have and add Hopkin back into the mix as Barris sends that one long. We'll have some substitutions for the Angels. It's Jablonski. We'll head back to the service line. Kingston sends that one just a little too far. Warnick's unable to get there. The Angels just send that one to the ground. See if Jablonski goes right back to Pinkston. This time, Steiger with the serve receive. Peterson with the slide there. And again, not sure if it was a miscommunication error or just no one was really ready to kind of make a play, which in volleyball, you've got to always be ready, like you've mentioned a few times tonight. Because there are going to be plays like that. There, you just have to be ready to get out of system and make a play, and they're unable to do so.
That was a great dig by Barris.
Yeah, that was Rangel for the Angels, who not sure if she was going for the tip there or just kind of looked like a little bit of a miss hit. Got kind of swiped at it, got under it. Ended up being a great hit anyway. She did the best with what she could there on a not the best of sets. And as you mentioned, good dig there from Barris. As the Angels will take some time to wipe the court down before Monson will send the serve over for the Knights. Another good dig by Barris. And that block finds the line. Both Pinkston and Monson turned around saying out, and faces just dropped as that one found the court, but another service error. That was Dees this time for the Angels, who's really done great at the service line. And now it's Rath. This time she finds the net. Still had a really good day so far at the service line.
Oh, yeah. As far as both teams go, though, we'll want to see a few less missed serves and a few more aces.
Angels send that one over. Warnick finds Pinkston, splits the block. Great dig there from Jablonski.
Wow. That was a very smart play. On the right side of the court, there had been a lot of big hits in that rally. She changed the tempo up just enough to where we weren't quite ready for it.
Knights with the slide there. Karchner unable to get a lot on it. Another wonderful dig there by Barris, and that one goes just long from Rangel. Warnick will serve for the Knights. Tip there, great cover by Pinkston. Knights unable to get it over the net, and that might be a crucial point for the Angels.
Again, great job by the Angels of being able to see that hole.
That was Emerson with the serve, and Warnick finds Karchner. That one goes off the ceiling, but her best swing of the afternoon so far.
Definitely.
Her second kill of the game. Adding to her 2 blocks. Pinkston back to serve. Clyde looked like it might have been going long, but touched there by Bailey Lucas.
Again, that's another impressive hit. As a right-handed hitter on the right side, it's hard to get a lot of power on a ball that's coming behind you.
Yeah, and really didn't get much of an approach either.
Exactly.
Steiger's great coverage. Set all the way across the court to Hopkin, who got a lot of power behind it. Block was there for the Angels. Goes out of play. Knights holding on to a 6-point lead here in this crucial third set. Good serve there by Pinkston. And Karchner with a beautiful swing.
Again, that's a really good court awareness, being able to see the hole in the corner of the deep court.
Quick set there. Good swing from Bowman. Karchner was able to get a hand on it. Pinkston wasn't able to keep it up there after the tip. Angels still have some hope here if they can string together a little run. And Karchner shuts that down right away. Steiger back to serve for the Knights. Again, block was there. Hopkin and Peterson. Goes off the hands of Hopkin. Great serve there from Bowman. Clyde with a big swing. Good dig by the Angels. Bump set from Steiger to Hopkin.
Again, that tempo change. In this game, both teams really showing their aggression, their dominance with their powerful hits. Just a little tempo change like that is really hard to adjust to in the middle of a rally.
And that's got to be huge for someone, especially like Hopkin, who really hasn't had the best of games today swinging, as there's a good swing from the Angels as well. Just to get that confidence back up, see the ball hit the floor, and also see your teammates do it as well.
Exactly.
And she's already up to 6 kills. Was at just 1 kill with 5 errors and is now up to 6 with only 5 errors. So definitely has turned it around. With a good swing there. When it goes right back to her, and this time a little bit of a miss hit. Angels still fighting here.
Which is what you hope to see in a conference tournament championship.
Goes short there. No one able to get to it.
Very good serve.
Yeah, that was Jablonski. And that will force a timeout from Coach Baker and the Knights. And still a lot to ask of the Angels. Down 4 here, with the Knights just needing 2 points to take this third set. And for Coach Baker and the Knights, I'm sure she's just telling her players, just 2 more, but also just focus on that next play, focus on that serve receive. Mm-hmm. But after the serve receive, who do you think the Knights are going to go to get this point?
I think they're going to go with Hopkins. She seems like she's getting her feet back under her. She's finding some momentum. And if she can remember that tempo change, it seems to be pretty important in this kind of game.
Yeah, it really does start with that serve receive, though. Jablonski, the sophomore from Apex, North Carolina. That was her first ace on the day. See who she decides to go at with this serve. She'll go to Barris. And then Warnick does go to Hopkin, and she is able to convert, just as you called it, Larry. And now her sister, Julia Monson, will step back to the service line.
It's really quite impressive coming in as a freshman, rookie player of the year, and then having that role and responsibility to put the ball down after a timeout.
Beautiful serve there from Monson. Gives the Knights an opportunity here. Tip from Pinkston, covered there by the Angels. Barris with the dig. This time they'll go to Peterson in the middle. Again, a great dig. Peterson with the slide, and hits the tape. And what was a good rally.
Very good rally.
Both teams with some good digs, scrambling all over the court. Angels continue to crawl and scratch their way back in. And again, the serve receive. This time it's Monson, unable to handle that serve. This time it's an ace from Sarah Dees. Time Warnick goes to Pinkston, who gets a lot behind it. And the Knights take the third set, 25-21, go up 2-1, heading into this fourth set. And as we take a look at the stats, Merideth there in that third set with their lowest hitting percentage of 179. Compared to the Knights, 317, really the biggest difference there in that third set. Overall, Knights hitting 273 compared to the Angels 198. And the Knights also have kind of taken a lead in kills as well with 45 compared to 32 for the Angels.
I think a lot of that has to do with the court awareness and seeing the holes. Taryn Karchner has seen those deep corners, and we've seen those tempo changes from Hopkin and Pinkston, and those kinds of attacks are really going to be game changers in this game, where both teams are just coming guns a-blazing, swinging all out.
Yeah, and the Angels continue to have that balanced attack that we have mentioned and knew that they were going to do coming into this game because it's what they've done all season. Bowman leading her team with 10 kills, still no errors. Rangel with 6 kills, Bolton with 6 kills, Long with 5. Continuing that balanced attack for the Angels. And on the Knights side, Pinkston leading the way with 16 kills. Clyde up to 9. Sydney Hopkin, after a great third set there, up to 7 now. And the Knights coming into this one, winners of 9 in a row now. Beat Averett in 3 sets in the first round, and then a hard-fought battle last night against a scrappy Covenant team to get to the final. Still undefeated here in the barn, 9-0. And how much of a difference do you think that makes, being able to host the conference tournament? First season, obviously, in the USA South. How much is that helping the Knights here today?
I think it's a pretty big help. In the D3, most people don't think that there's a home court advantage, but I think in the barn, Southern Virginia is used to our loud crowd, used to the ceiling. Like you said, they're undefeated at home. This is where they feel confident. So I think it's huge being home for these games.
Yeah, I agree. And the Angels have had a number of opportunities to play here this season. This is their fourth game actually playing here in the barn. So that may be why the low ceiling hasn't been much of an issue for them. Obviously a couple times, but that's bound to happen. Happens for the Knights even playing at home as well.
Yeah.
But really that crowd being that huge difference maker, and we'll expect them to be loud and on their feet here in this fourth set. Warnick just so smart with those, just picking the perfect times to do that, recognizing, hey, it's been a while. They're not expecting this.
No one expects that the first play of the game.
This time, Angels go quick, and that was Lauren Bissett. Bissett majoring in child development. Knight's able to get it over. That one. Looks like the down ref is going to call a touch there.
He's going to call a net violation.
Net violation.
Those are the kind of mistakes that we call them silly mistakes. Ones you have complete control over.
Brenna Clyde back into the game for the Knights. And Warnick will be back to serve. Again, a quick set. And that one finds the court there. From Bowman. Now up to 12 kills on the day, really leading her team. Not sure if that was a block from the Angels or if it was off the tape.
Oh, that was a big block from the Angels. They were ready for that one.
Bump shot from Warnick to Clyde. A good swing on that one.
It's early in this set, but so far the Knights are doing a good job of eliminating the runs by the Angels. After they lose a point, they get the next one.
Kingston with a good serve there. And just a miss hit from Bowman. Senior there turns to her teammates right away and says, "My bad." Kingston goes line this time on the serve. Again, going right at Bowman.
Yeah, that float serve right down the line. That's Kingston's bread and butter.
This time the swing from Bolton goes off the block of Clyde. And now Bowman's back to serve for the Angels. Good block there from Hopkin.
That was a huge block. Very good read, very good form. You can see Coach Debbie Baker telling Karchner as she comes off the floor that the Angels are aiming for her hands, trying to get her to touch the ball and make it go out, so they have to make sure they're pressing over the net, making sure they can't get tooled at the block, as Clyde just did with the Angels.
And you mentioned how it's been so back and forth, really this whole game, but especially early on in this fourth set. Really, whatever team can kind of make a little run for themselves, that's going to be huge. Knights looking to do so as they're trying to build upon this 2-point lead that they have. And they'll have an opportunity to do so. Hopkin with a good swing. So we see the men's volleyball players signaling over to Coach Barkley for the Angels to take a timeout. But we've seen her so far take those early timeouts and really not have any towards the end of the set. And I'm sure this set we'll see her hang on to those.
Yeah, definitely. And this one is so close right now anyways. I don't know if I'd call a timeout with it being this close, this early in the game.
And that's a kill from Dees. Her fourth kill of the night. Dees not new to playing in really important games. Even though she's only a freshman, was a state champ as a senior in high school last year. So used to these big atmospheres. And just like that, the Angels pull within one. Looked like the Angels were going to have an opportunity to get a point again as Pinkston sends over the free ball. But again, just great court awareness, recognition that the Angels were expecting the free ball. Everyone kind of scooted up and just finds that back corner. Barris checks in to serve. Off the ceiling, free ball sent over. Warnick finds a slide from Peterson, who gets another kill, feeding off of that energy, continuing it into today from last night. Now 6 kills on the day.
It's a great shot.
Yeah, and Steiger had to go for that one because it looked like it was going to drop in. Tried to get whatever she could on it. Just a great swing there, as you mentioned, from Rangel. Pinkston from the back row. Again, Pinkston from the back row with a beautiful swing there on that one. Monson with the serve for the Knights. Quick set and a quick kill there from Bissett.
That set was a little faster than the other one, so she was able to go right down the middle that time without any hesitation or any touches from the block.
Yeah, good swing for the tallest player on the court. Good job there by Phillips on the cover. Bump set from her to her teammate. Goes for the tip. And brings them within one. It'll be Bailey Lucas. Bissett able to get her hands on that one. No touch there from the Knights. Off the net and out of play. Bissett last year as a freshman, led the team in total blocks with 44. This year, tied for third in the conference in solo blocks with 30. This time, Karchner is able to get a hand on her hit. Pinkston will roll that one over the block. Good coverage by Monson. You're going to say that one was into the net from Pinkston. And then Emerson checks into the game to serve. Great adjustment by Pinkston in the air.
That was a great shot. She had a very narrow target at the net, and she hit it perfectly.
Goes down line, gets a point for the Knights. Warnick back to serve. Clyde is checked in as well. Angels trying to feed Bolton. He finds the net on that one. And this time we will see a timeout taken by the Angels, as the lead is stretched to 3 for the Knights. And in this crucial stretch here in the middle of this fourth set, what do both teams need to do here to either stretch out the lead for the Knights or cut that lead if you're an Angels fan?
The Knights need to keep doing what they're doing. They don't need to change much of what they're doing because their strategy right now is working. Sometimes when you get in these situations, you try to do too much and that ends up actually hurting your teams. They just need to keep doing what they're doing. The Angels need to again work on the serve receive and the serve and holding on to that serve. So when they have the ball, keeping the server on the back line for as long as possible, stringing together as many points together as they can, because they haven't been able to get any big runs, and that's why they're down 3 at this point in the set.
Yeah, the Angels are a super consistent team. Been really consistent throughout the season and throughout this matchup as well. They really capitalize on mistakes, and that's what they were able to do in the first set. The Knights only had 10 kills in that first set with 7 errors in the set that the Angels were able to win. In the other 2 sets that the Knights were able to win, as a great play there by Phillips and a good block by Karchner will get the Knights the point. In the other 2 sets that the Knights have won, 17 kills in the second set and 18 kills in the third set. And they're on track to get close to that mark now with 9 kills here on the 15 points so far. As there's a good block from Bissett. And that's exactly what you can't do if you're the Knights.
Mm-hmm.
Again, another mistake there. Serve receive a little long. Warnick trying to get that joust, goes into the net.
Warnick's in the back row right now, and if you're in the back row, it's illegal to jump in front of the 10-foot line, which is what she had to do in order to try to save that ball, but it went over the net anyways, which gave the point to the Angels.
Angels go quick there. And Warnick finds Clyde, who hits her signature cross-court shot there. Gets another kill. puts Clyde up to 12 kills on the night. Pinkston will be back to serve, looking to extend the lead. And again, it's that serve receive causing troubles for both teams. In this instant, it was the Angels. And they'll have to take another timeout here.
The energy is changing in this gym right now. If the Angels want to stay in it, they're going to have to work on maintaining their composure like we talked about before the game started.
Yeah, maintaining composure and also creating your own energy. There's tons of energy here in the barn. Lots of fans here from the local community and also SVU community here cheering on the Knights. But creating that own energy for the Angels. And really, since that first set that they won, it's been a lot quieter over on their sideline. What can they do to get that changed?
They need to remember that any point is still a point and celebrate those points no matter if they were sloppy or if they weren't what they were intending to do. And they need to find energy and confidence in the points that they do score.
So we have a little Sweet Caroline here in Knights Arena. And I think you mentioned it earlier too, some of the biggest momentum builders for a team are those aces and also blocks. If the Angels could come up with a huge block or let the Knights build on their momentum with an ace, really just got to focus on that serve receive.
And the thing is, too, getting aced as a passer is also, it's pretty demoralizing. So while the other team is gaining confidence, your team is losing confidence.
And this time Emerson, at the last second, contorts her body to let that ball go around her and out of play. And it's Bowman back to serve. Senior from Roxborough, North Carolina, math major with a good serve. Be a free ball. That's a good swing.
Hopkin got left at the block by herself on that one.
Yeah, Haley Long with a big swing there. Still Bowman back to serve. As I mentioned, math major, planning to become a teacher, either middle school or high school. Good coverage there by her after the tip off the block.
Another net violation. As a setter, it's hard to stay out of the net if your passes are that tight to the net, though. So those are tough.
Yeah, really can't blame Warnick much there. And just what the Angels needed, a little run of their own, coming at the hand of Bowman at the service line. Again, pass really tight to the net there. This time Warnick able to stay out of the net and provide a beautiful set there for Hopkin.
Seemed like a pretty tight set from here, but Hopkin was able to find the block and really put the power to make it go off of the hands of the block.
Great serve by Tiger. Who just seems to make plays in the most crucial moments. Hopkin is fired up after that one.
Angels don't seem to have a lot of energy on the court right now.
Knights are going to have another chance here. This time, swing comes from Peterson, who gets another kill. And as you mentioned, Angels just look a little down and out for the count almost. They got to find some energy here.
And they have to stay aggressive if they want a shot at this set. If they back down at all, it's game over. The Knights are feeling way too powerful right now.
And everyone on their feet here in Knights Arena. Angels able to keep it up. That one hit the net. First one was a good swing from Bolton. Senior biology major. Crowd really fired up now as they only need 2 points. Match point now for Steiger and the Knights. Wouldn't it be awesome if they could just end it here on an ace?
It would be so awesome.
Serve receive done well from the Angels. Tip, good cover there by Pinkston. Steiger will just send over the free ball. Back set. Angels able to get it over the net after the block. Warnick finds Clyde. Great block there.
I will say, it seems like the curse of Southern Virginia Knights to get the game point on the first try. Usually comes on the second one, though, so here we go.
And got to give credit there to Sarah Dees. Beautiful block. And the whole Angels team there. After the block from the Knights, they were able to keep it up, get it over the net. This time it's Jablonski back to serve for the Angels, who's done really well at the service line. Warnick finds Hopkin. Brenna Clyde with the swing there.
Wow.
Able to keep it up. Off the block. Again, it's Dees. Angels scrapping.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a dump from Warnick right about now.
Yeah, it might be just a little too late for the Angels. Warnick with the back set to Clyde. Good dig there from Bowman. This time goes far side to Hopkin, who just overpowers. Just let this one sit in for a second. Sure, it brings a lot of emotions back to you, Laree.
Oh, it totally does.
First ever conference tournament championship for the women's volleyball team here at Southern Virginia University. As the fans creeping closer and closer to the stadium. As the players smack hands with the fans. I'd like to thank all of the Angels supporters, family and friends back home that were able to join us here on Knights Broadcasting.